Hi, prenup, fit for me exactly like when someone call me and tell me, you are still a small girl. I want you to be my maid and you will live in my house. I will give you food. But sometimes when I feel like I might sleep with you, for me, that was how it felt exactly. It felt like I don't belong there. When a relationship, marriage, is something that you put a wall between you and that person, you are in paradise and I'm in hell. So it means you have access to some things to make life easy, to better your life, the money, the asset. But I will be here supporting your life and I'm not going to have access to that. It felt so strange for me because I was still growing up. I don't even know what they were really talking about until it starts to make sense. Like, I forgot to tell you, getting here in Europe as someone who has not yet started life, I had nothing. No profession, nothing. I don't have anything I've done before, like what I've worked in Europe to earn small money. So when I met this kind of condition, don't forget that prenup is agreed, spoken, or written. Like it can be signed by a lawyer, or you people can agree like this, that this is how we're going to do it. What you bring, you use. What you met before the marriage has nothing to do with you. You just be on your own. Eat food, no problem. I'll feed you, maybe buy you clothes and any other thing. It's like, this is you. This is the life we have achieved for ourselves. And this life, what we have achieved for ourselves, this class will belong to you. You don't belong there. The person is trying to tell me that I'm a little bit lower. I'm not worthy enough to be in that place where the person is. So when I gave all this a thought and tried to balance it to make sure that I don't get this thing wrong, it made me not really to find myself in that relationship, no matter how hard I tried. Because in my mind, I'm like, if this person I'm married to couldn't love me good enough to let me be him, because marriage is you are me, I am you. If it's not like that, then the marriage here seems to me too unserious. It's just like you having money. If you have it in your wallet, you have it in your anywhere you have the money is yours. If I cannot grab on it, then when I want, then I don't know what we're doing together. And another mistake will be if I am giving you mine, or I used to give you mine. I have money. Before you ask for it, I give it to you. Before you can notice I have it, I give it to you. So if you start holding your own, that when I take yours, it's making you feel somehow. So it's not a relationship for me. It's not marriage. So this will be the thing that I will say that scattered the whole thing in the first place for me. It spoiled everything for me, because those days I would just think about it, worry about it. Like, you needing something, you have to go like him. Ask the person if you need the thing. So I remember the first thing I needed was paracetamol. So when I asked for the paracetamol, somehow the protocol, I don't want to say here for respect reasons, then I got the paracetamol. So I was asking myself, so it means I won't even be buying something for myself, because everything was brought to me. Like, I sit at home, everything. I had like everything I needed. Just don't mention it. Immediately you mention it, you will have it. Like, fast, like this. If you say, I need shoe, I need to buy clothes, you will be taken there, the thing will be bought you. So it's like you won't have your own money, you won't spend your own money. I don't know how I'm going to explain this. So when I'm thinking about that, it looks as if I have to go to some protocol before I'll get anything I want. So it was like the relationship was already spoiled, and I was trying to amend it, looking for how to make it, you belong here, just take it easy. But luckily, I would say, because when you say what somebody did to you that is bad, you have to say what is good about that person. One, I have deep respect for the person. I love this person, not in that regard of relationship, but like for being a good person. Like I will love everybody. For the fact that the person didn't make me sign it, we agreed on it. This shows the fear of God, shows love for human being and care for another. Two is that person always giving me every time I ask was kindness, it was love, it was respect, it was good to me having access to what I want. Another one will be for that person to stay after 1 year, for that person to decide, after I was like asking what kind of marriage is this and this, that the person went and make joint accounts for me. I'm saying this for you because you putting somebody aside, telling somebody, you don't have access to this, you don't have access, it makes the person feels the person doesn't belong to this relationship, or you're not taking the person serious. I know also why you are doing this. You're doing this to be secured, to be safe, because of people who are bad. I understand, but I'm just trying to say how it makes me feel in case you are trying to do it or you are in it already. It's good to have people who have heart of a human being, people who have conscience. Like the people I met, I would say they have conscience. The family I went into, they have conscience, they have human feelings, that they gave me what I wanted, they took care of me, provided for me, made me even spend money, though there was this prenup that I don't have access to money they have before, and whatever they have achieved before. So they gave me card, joint account. I had a joint account with my husband, and I had, what do I have? I think I had also PayPal. What else do I have? Yeah, I had that. So I had that access. When this happened, it was like a little bit easy, like comfortable. It made me like, oh God, now things are good. I can say I'm married. Not because of love of money, don't get it wrong. It's like me, when I have something, what will I have as a woman? Let's say I bring that thing along. What is it? Let's say I have a ball, because this is what I can talk about, because it was what age I was in. Let's say I have something I can play with, and the person I'm married to ask me, can he have access to this? I say, no, I can't give you, or I have also money like him. I said, no, I can't give you this because we signed this prenup, or I want you not to have access to what belonged to me before I met you. How will that person feel like? And when children start to get involved in that relationship, what will you tell your children when they notice, when they grow up, that somehow it's like, I don't know what you will tell your children, because for an African person coming from Africa at that time, this was like a strange thing. It was like the strangest thing. So let's say I came into that family because of money. Like people say, money, women and money. Let's say I really came into that family because of money, and this thing was not said. I didn't hear it before I entered the marriage. I didn't know about it, and we didn't agree, or they tell it to me and I decided to go. Will the person also be happy that I went to that time when I came because of the money? The person won't be happy that I came. So putting up, I don't really like it, because me, I better give you everything I have. You hold it. Or you want to betray me. Okay, why don't we even say, if you have 100% something, yeah, so why don't I just save like 40% for security reason and make this in ours? How can you have a house and you get the money from that house and you keep that money you get from your house you rented people or whatever investment, you keep it aside, and you and this person are managing here. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know about you, but it's really made me feel like an outsider, that I don't belong to that family. I just came like a maid, or I just came to visit, and they are living their life. This is how it made me feel initially. So whenever you want to do this prenup, I think it's good for you to hear from some of the people who signed this prenup, who agreed to it, to know how it made them feel, how they are feeling at that time. Because the person who you did this thing to, this prenup, you signed the prenup with the person, might not really tell you how the person is feeling about it. Because that time I didn't also say anything. I only accepted it as, okay, well, if it's like this, let me look for a job, let me see what to do. But somehow the person who is signing this prenup with you, who you made sign this prenup, in the person's heart, the person will think that maybe you don't love that person, really. You don't really love the person, because love is giving. Love is sharing. Love is everything. Love is you taking me as yourself. So in whatever position you put yourself is the position you put me. If you don't trust that person, it's better you don't marry the person. And the person who wants to marry somebody to take what belongs to that person, me, I don't know for that one, because I can't do that to anybody. I'm only talking about me, the experience I had with prenup. But it's true. If it's today, maybe I would also have asked some people to sign this prenup. But I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's not good to be the person who do somebody bad thing. Another way will be, instead of you to make that person an enemy by making the person sign the prenup, another way is to, instead of you to make the person sign the prenup, if the person is not the person who will understand it. So I think it's better to keep it a secret, let the person not know about it. And the person coming, when the person coming, you have time to study the person, to know the person, try the person, to see how the person is like. You will not tell the person, because the asset they were talking about, I didn't also know how much it was, how big it was, until I came in. It was after so many months when I got married that I came to know how much it was, or what was going on, why they wanted to keep it a secret from me, why they didn't want me to have access to it. Then another good thing would be, if someone can try to know who that person really is a little bit. You cannot really trust know somebody very well. You cannot really know somebody very well, but if the person can just use some time to know that person very well without marrying the person in a rush, to know the kind of person that person is, and again, not like handing over everything to the person. I would say prenup is better not to hand over everything to the person, like to say you are in charge of this. For security reason, the person can have access to the money, also have access to this, have access to, but let the person not be the person who will sign something for the person, for that thing to be sold. Let the person not be the person who is the overall boss. Because if the person is the boss there, let that person not be the top person there. Like, if the person is the person who has the final say there, maybe it's easy for the person to betray you or do something you might not like with your assets. So this is what I would say. But for me, I didn't really find it funny, I can tell you the truth. So this is my video for today. So I can tell you the truth, but everyone and how they understand. I really wanted somebody who will accept me, and I felt relief, I felt good when I was given a card, not for the spending of the money, not for the love of money. You know, when you feel like, I'm one of you people, anywhere you are, sometimes you feel like to say, I'm one of you people, it makes us feel more happy. times. So that's it. Thanks for watching my video.